Hello everyone! We're going to try a lesson today that I saw on Instagram, and it was posted by an art teacher, and her Instagram page is 2 Art Chambers, and she had these beautiful pictures of fall landscapes, and so we're going to give it a try today. You will need a placemat, a piece of paper. Eventually your table will need the tray paint. We're going to use Temper Cakes. You probably could do this lesson with different paint, like regular temper paint. Our first step is going to be to fold the paper up in half. Okay, and while it's folded up, I might as well write my name and code so I don't forget. And so this line is going to divide the land and the trees from the reflection in the water. And so we're going to be drawing a bunch of different tree trunks, and whatever you draw above the fold, you will have to then repeat and draw below. So you can do some basic tree lines with a trunk and a few branches, and I want to try to match it. So this branch is a little lower, so I'm going to put this one down, and then this branch is a little higher up, and so I'm going to try that. And so fill this top part with tree branches that have the mirror image below. I finished my trees now, and I just tried to vary them. So I have some skinnier trunks and some thicker trunks and some different types of branches. And again, whatever I put above the fold, I reflected and repeated down below. You could use a black crayon, you could use a brown crayon. We're just trying to show a trunk color. Now, in order to really make these temper cakes work, you have to wake up the paints by doing a lot of rubbing. We're going to be just painting in the top part of the fold. And we have to work in steps because temper cake paint dries pretty quickly. So from thinking about fall colors, I'm going to be looking at the reds, the yellows, the oranges, maybe browns, a few greens. And so I'm going to begin with yellow, and I'm really trying to wake up the paint by rubbing it and getting a lot of water on there. And I'm going to put on some yellow on my first tree, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of green to mix in there. And then I'm going to fold up my page and just kind of gently press it down and pull down. There's my reflection. All right, let's do the next tree together. So maybe the next tree is going to have some reds. And the more water you use, the more the colors are going to kind of flow into each other. And I'm going to grab over some orange. Okay, and then ready. You always want to fold up from the bottom. And just kind of press it down, and some might squeeze out, which is why we have a placemat. There we go. And you're going to continue that until all of your trees are done. When you've gotten the tops of all the trees, we have one last step. One thing I wanted to point out on the trees is I think the tree tops turn out better when you combine 2 different colors that are next to each other. So thinking about colors on the color wheel, like red, orange, yellow and orange, yellows and greens, maybe adding some yellows and browns. The last step is we need a strip of green in here to show where the grass is, because our trees are growing out of the ground. And so we're going to paint, and it can, be a straight line, it can be kind of hilly. And then we'll flip up again for the last time and transfer the grass down into the reflection. Good. All right, and that's as far as we're going to go today. We're going to let them dry, and then next week we will fill in the white spots with blue sky and blue water.